Yo, so make sure I've not got any awful fake tan. So today I want to talk to you about a job where I was totally convinced that there was this quite horrific crime going on, not horrific, but quite a serious crime going on by a caller, and I was on the phone for about half an hour probably, and he was going into such detail about this crime, and I was completely convinced. So basically what happened was this old man phoned up and he sounded so with it, and he was telling me about how his daughter had taken control of all his finances and wouldn't let him have any money, and he sounded so with it, and he was telling me how that he couldn't even afford food, that he was being neglected, nobody cared about him. Every time he tried to speak to us, she would ignore him. Every time he's looking at his bank account, money's going out. He was like, you know, really upset that this is happening. He said he'd never reported it before. He's only just kind of done his own investigation and thought he'd come to the police with it. Spoken to his banks, and I was taking such detail. I was like, wow, oh gosh, okay, I can't believe we don't, you know, right, let's get sorted. And I searched him and I couldn't see any previous on him. So I thought, wow, this is quite a serious domestic, really. Anyway, so long and short of it was that this bloke actually had dementia, and he gave me a different name. I sent it across to Control, who did like a search on him, and it turned out he was on our system under another name, and he's reports it like daily. But honestly, he was so convincing. I was like, wow, my God, John, let's call him John. John, this is crazy. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, we'll do all we can to help you. He's like, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, it's really getting me down. You know, we used to be such a good family, and now, you know, I don't speak to her. She avoids me. Like, she's taken all my money. I can't do it anymore. You know, I have no food. I was going, John, this is awful. Like, oh my goodness, I got so sucked into it. And then I get this ping back from Control and going, yeah, no, we already know him, and he tells us this, you know, he phoned up earlier and told us the same thing, and I was like, oh, John, right, okay, so, yeah, I think you've reported this to us before. And he's like, have I? Maybe I have. I'm not too sure. And we have, like, notes on the system to tell us whether he's had, you know, he's got dementia and things like that, so it says that he has. So I just said, you know, well, we'll be in contact with you at some point, so I'll see if I can get any of your family to contact you. And then I spoke, you know, he was fine with that. And then I spoke to his not his sister, his daughter, and bless her, she was the nicest lady, and she said, oh, I'll give him a call and make sure he's okay, and make sure, you know, he has got food. I'll make sure I pop over and he's got a meal and all this. And I was just it's funny, like, what calls can really drag you in, or what people, you know, how they come across. And I spent like about half an hour typing that up, thinking, oh my God, I was like, John, I'm so sorry. But it was fine in the end. So that's a bit more of a light-hearted one, bless him. He was fine, you know, he was quite jolly. But yeah, that's another one. Have a lovely weekend, guys. I'll catch you next week. See you soon. Bye.